Mambo VP. Once again, guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kennedy Muwo Nathan. So, for the new guys who are in the room, Mambo VP, welcome to this wonderful world of ours. So, guys, to the old guys, the people who have been seeing me or people who are watching me, welcome back again and feel much at home. Yeah. So, guys, today I'll be talking about the something. So there's that one something that always pisses you off. But before I start, guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe to this wonderful channel. Okay, so I'll be talking about something that pisses me off, like off. So something came across just some days back. I was traveling from Mombasa to Kisumu, and then there's this time that when guys are traveling, like the car, or even the bus comes, and then you get to choose the seat that you want. So I stood outside, waited for people to get in. Guys were like rushing to sit. Everyone wants to sit a particular place. So I waited, and just imagine it was a shuttle. So I waited until everyone had sat. Guess what? I was the last person to sit. So everyone was fearing like sitting, in these shuttles or matatus. There is this seat that always conductor sits. So no one always wants to sit there. So I decided, let me sit there because it is the last seat. So there is a window, and then next there is no window, and then I think the third last seat is where there is a window. So I decided to sit there. So we began our journey heading to Kisumu. So we went and went. After I think 1 hour or something, there is this person who was seated behind me. So he tapped me and asked me, "Can you please open your window, please, kindly, because I'm not okay with this hot condition in here." So I looked at him and said, "You want me to open? It's okay." So I opened, and then guess what now? Immediately I opened, now it became a behavior, because anytime I felt cold, when I closed the window, he will just open it again, like, "No, let's not argue, I'm feeling hot in here." And then I'm like, really? You had time to choose where you wanted to sit. Why didn't you sit here? Why did you choose to sit back there? And someone just there like, no, it's okay, it's just 1 minute, and then you closed it. No, I decided, no, this is not going to happen. So we went, I closed the door and decided not to, the window, and decided not to open. So after we finished whatever we were going to do, coming back, I announced and said, if you're sure you have something that is maybe not okay with you, why don't you just sit somewhere that you're comfortable with? So what I do, I stood outside, people got into the shuttle, everyone sat the place that he wanted. Now we are coming back now, headed back to Mombasa. The same person, man. Really, the same person. Now it was around 3 a.m. because we were traveling back to Mombasa. Now we had to do it earlier, at least for us to manage to reach our destination early enough. So the same person, even before we left, everyone sat, and the only person that was remaining was just me. So I decided to wait first for them to sit, and then I sit. So he decided to remain outside. When everyone had sat, he came there and told me, "You know what? I need to sit to your seat where you're seated." And then I was like, everyone just sat. Why were you waiting for everyone to sit? And we had all that time. Why didn't you sit? And then you know what? He just said, "Kama hutaki kuniondokea, you just sit there and that's enough, and I'm not going to argue about this. Let me just take a bus. Let me just leave my own way." And everyone was like, "What? Just small thing, that thing only like that? Why didn't you sit? Why didn't you find your own seat before even we left Mombasa? What were you waiting?" So everyone was wondering, do we have to leave this person or do we have to go with him? Yeah. So let's name this person Michi. Let's say it's Michi. So everyone was asking Michi, why did you have to like start arguing this very early morning, start quarreling this very early morning? And everyone was like, man, that's what you've decided? You want to take your own bus? Then go. So one honest person, one good person decided, you know what, come and sit on my seat, because there was a, so it was still at my back, at behind me. So he sat there. We waited for the driver to finish the technical stuff that he was doing. After he finished the technical stuff that he was doing, we began our journey. So we came immediately. Even we had not even finished, even like I think it was just a kilometer or something, or even less than a kilometer. I was tapped again. Excuse me, can you please open the window? So I kind of thought like, is this a maybe medical issue, or maybe just something cropping, or it's an attention that someone wants, or maybe he wants like to fight or something. People like do these kind of crazy things to just make crazy things happen. So I decided, let me just open. So I opened just a little bit of it, the window. So after opening the window, it was, remember, it is, we just came, we were starting our journey. It was 3, I think 3 something, like 3:10 or 3:05 a.m. So it's cold, really cold. And when the shuttle is like speeding, it's really cold. So the funniest thing is, when we open just a little bit of that window, the air that is coming in is coming straight to where I'm seated. It's not even going at the back. So I don't know what's the main point of me opening the window. So I decided to open at first. We waited, we went. I closed it. When I'm just closing it, imagine he's just telling me, like, no, don't close. Let's not argue about this. I need to get my fresh air and just sit. So I opened the window. I was just gentle. Just imagine. Could you do that if it was you? So I waited. So it reached a point that when we opened the window, it was cold. Like even my fingers, fingers were just frozen. So the person that I was seated next to was like, "Why don't you close the window? It's so cold. It's so cold. Even I can't even feel my feet." So I decided, you know what? I'm just closing it. So I closed it. So immediately I closed it. It cropped something like a fight now, because he was asking me, why are you closing it? What's the issue with you? Why didn't you allow me to sit there? Why didn't you leave me sit there? All that kind of stuff. So I decided, you know what, let me get harsh. I told him, you know what, we have two things here. We either open the door completely, the window completely, for the air to come in for all of us, or we close it completely. So it's upon you to choose. So he decided to say, like, no, you're trying to bring things up, you're trying to mess up my journey. I told him that I am not going to open this stuff, like, seriously. So that small cut thing really pisses me off, man. That small cut thing. You had all the time to choose where you wanted to sit. You had all the time. If you know you have a medical issue, why don't you address it before even you get in? You're like, guys, I know we are traveling too far, but my condition is this and this and this. I need to sit next to a window, or need maybe to sit next to a driver, or maybe I need to sit somewhere. You just keeping quiet and just sitting there. So what do you expect? So that small thing really pisses me off. Kapsa. So we came. After I decided to close it completely, the driver stopped actually. So he pulled over, and then people were like arguing to this lady, like, why are you trying to get attention? Why are you trying to make this thing really hard? Why are you trying to, like, and it just pissed people off, kabisa. And then this lady was like mad, like, I'm not going anywhere, and this window has to be open. And then I told her, you know what, I gave you two options and you decided not to do any of them, so let me do what I think is right. So I told the driver, driver, what, the next stopover, let's find a hospital somewhere and then leave her there. Since she wanted to come with a bus, let her come with the bus. So the driver laughed, everyone laughed, like we were, it was fun. But the thing really pisses off, like, we have to stand, we have to listen to whatever you're saying. And then finally, guess what? It was even not health issue or anything. The mask she had worn a mask, like, she has spectacles, and her mask is somewhere like here. Just wearing a mask, she's not breathing well. Everyone was like, okay, since we are seated, we are seated and we are traveling, you just like lower your mask up to somewhere here if you feel like you're not comfortable, and then when you're done, you just put your mask the place that is supposed to be. So yani, he did not even care about even putting it just a little bit down. And then when you tell him to do it, he says, no, 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 no. I've been wearing mask for now, I don't know, 3 years. I've been wearing mask, I don't know for quite some time now. It's my 4th year. And then you wonder, like, your 4th year. I thought Corona just came the other day. So you've been wearing it for 3 years, 4 years. Okay, that's good. Keep on, but keep in mind that I'm not opening the window. So that thing really pissed me off. So finally, you always have that one person who is always like, no, just open it, no problem. Let her just come sit here. Let him, I mean, just come sit here. So that one person came up, and then the guy was like, no, no, you know what? Let her come sit here. Let him come sit here. I'm using that because I'm trying to protect my, I don't want him to be known or something. So he got outside, he sat now next to the driver. Now the thing that pissed us all, the whole shuttle, man. Imagine immediately he sat there, the window even was not even open. It reached a point that she was saying, it's very cold, let me close the window, because the driver told him, as I am driving, I need the windows to be at least up at some point, because I'm kind of losing control when the air is too much, if you're a driver you understand what I mean. So we need the air to be at least in and out, and then she was like, no, 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 let me just close it completely because it's bringing more air inside. And then the driver asked, you are arguing about that same thing up back there, why did you have to come and do it now here with me? So that small thing really pissed me off completely. So if you're watching, if you need to travel, guys, make sure if you have a health issue, if you have any problem that is not okay, or anything that is coming on your way, address it even before you start your journey. If you need to sit somewhere cool, make sure you sit before even people start even getting in. So that small thing pissed me off. So guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching me. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to leave a comment. Leave a comment, and God bless you.